Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the house with something pretty cool from Kody Eutsler Custom Knives. I got a neutralizer in the box, but before I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, just a quick reminder, guys, for you to send some love through the comments and smashing that subscribe or like button. And just in case, a quick other reminder for you to check out Fablades.com and see what is going on that website. Maybe there's some knives, fidget toys, some flashlights you wanted to check out. But in the meantime, we're gonna be checking out this fella. Look at this new box, which I love. Actually, magnetic flap right over here, nice dual tone finish for the box as well. You get the certificate of authenticity right over here. Some information's on the back right there, and you get like a velvety, foamy kind of cutout. You get your knife right there, which is this fella right over here. Would you look at this neutralizer? It's 9 centimeters for the blade length and the 11.5 for the handle, and overall it totals to 20 centimeters for the overall length. Not too bad. Let us see up against a small Sebenza 21 and a large Sebenza 21. It is right in the middle, so it's the perfect size, right? This might be too big, this might be too small. There's no complaints about this size in the middle. That's pretty cool. Or you want to see another couple of these fellas from Shirogorov Custom Division. You get to see the F95 NL and the Neon NL right over there. We are pretty much a tiny bit bigger than the Neon, definitely smaller than the F95. I want to show you another couple of random ones that I got on the table. Some Elijahvits right over here, some Lightfoot right over there, got a little smaller, a little bit bigger. Again, pretty cool size. And another couple here which are very similar in materials. I got the Doucette right over there and DB Fraley right up here. So you get to see how this stuff works in size-wise. Anyways, guys, we are here to check out this thing, which has a pretty cool action right over here. Guys, this is the Neutralizer. It comes out, it's a new model for 2023 with this ship's foot blade. It is a frame lock, titanium. It's all titanium, the handle, except for the Zirk pivot collars geared. It is sporting an ABL steel for the blade, with a very cool and light stonewash finish. Not mirror, but you can see that it's reflecting the lights nicely. So very well made. Indeed, it's nicely done also to the touch. Feels pretty good. Anyways, you got some feather milling going on the handle. Let me move this guy out of the way, sorry. And you get a nicely geared backspacer with lanyard hole option right there, centering backspacer right up there. You see a slot for the blade. The blade is sitting nicely and perfectly. You actually can snag it, like if you try like hard, you can do it, but it's pretty safe. I like how it tapers down to the tip of the butt of the handle. Maybe it could be used as a glass breaker in case of emergency. Yeah, and then you have, of course, like the hardware is going through the spacer, and not in a Chicago screw manner, but it is just screwing into the titanium of the frame, which, you know, it's nothing wrong with that. You just need to be careful about it when you tighten it down with your T6, I believe. Just be careful not to strip anything. Very cool action. You have some nice milling, nice contouring, chamfering inside, chamfering outside. You have a larger chamfering on the edge, on the bottom, right over here. It's quite edgy, like over here, over here. It's pointy. I like this part that it just ends right up there. Very cool indeed. But it is edgy. It is pointy. A longer pocket clip, which works fantastic, I have to say. It's very good, nicely done. Look at the profile. It is a hidden screw pocket clip, not reversible. You cannot mount it on this side. It's just gonna live on this side as well. You have a pointy flipper tab with no jimping, which might be feeling slippery, but if you just get to know this, you're gonna be fine, because you're just gonna be doing a light switch and not a push button. Definitely not a push button. You can deploy it like with the thumb, maybe. With the reverse flick is probably the way to go, because just flicks open. With the thumb, maybe from no, it doesn't really work for me. With this, it's like second skin. Kinda, yeah. Now it does. I mean, I failed it because it's smooth. It's nicely chamfered. Also, another little detail that I liked is the plunge grind extends over to the top of the opening hole, which I love. Nice little touch. Nice swedge. It's there's no internal skeletonization, as you can see. You get a stainless steel lock face insert done in a hidden way with over travel lock bar stabilizer right there embedded into the over travel. The milling, of course, extends around the collar and raises up, underlining the nicely done milling lines. Pretty cool contrast for the pocket clip, which is titanium, matching the spacer and matching the hardware, not matching the pivot collars, which are a nicely done zirconium. You have, of course, a bearing system running around the pivot to create this incredibly smooth closing action. Detent is dialed in, medium firm, but the action, guys, is what... Look at this. You could do that, or you could do this, or this. I mean, this is a fidgety, definitely fidgety thing. Nicely done in US by Kody Eutsler. These things are around $900, something in that ballpark. So not a cheap one for sure. Getting close to $1,000 for a knife is always a big jump. You know, it's a lot of money. I understand that, but you have to consider that there's quite some stuff that went into making this one, and look at this, and it's well refined, nicely done. I love Kody's stuff. The size is great, by the way. Very, very cool size. I would love like a duck in this size, a smaller duck, not a duckling. In between those two, maybe there's room. There's a market for that size, but this is pretty cool. The action on this one is spectacular. The sound is dry, not loud. It's quite elegant, I have to say. Very cool. Also no hot spots whatsoever. There's no jimping going on over here. I would have liked a little bit, but no really hot spots going on. It's feeling pretty well done, contoured. Nothing is flexing, is well put together. The action is solid. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these guys. Lately, Kody is just nailing it. And with this model here, I think we have something pretty cool. There's a couple of things. I mean, the flipper tab is a little bit too pointy. Sometimes it's not comfortable to deploy with the flipper tab, but you're gonna be like, So whatever, I'm just gonna do the reverse flick. And I would say maybe like this part over here, I'm not really a fan of the sticking out backspacer to create a hole for the lanyard hole. But you know, it's fine. I'll take it. It's still pretty cool. The milling is good with the ridges that are shiny. And now you can see it up close. By the way, crank up those 4K settings in your YouTube to fully enjoy the goodness that I'm catering to you. So there you have it, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.